Hey everybody, we got one question today. What are some cozy, everyday, rainy day fragrances? Let's get into it, guys. So guys, again, I want to thank you for being here at the Scentadar channel. Here, we explore fragrances, so we find new fragrances, we find ones that fit our personal taste, and we talk about fragrances and we learn about them. That's a wonderful thing, guys. And this is a wonderful topic. I know every once in a while this topic is brought up or maybe we mention it, but not a lot of people, not a lot of reviewers have jumped into the topic. So I wanted to do that, for you and with you here today. So rainy days are cozy days. They're days a lot of the times we relax. We might take it easy. We might, reflect a little bit, maybe read a good book. So it's a day, a lot of the time, where we kind of go for fragrances they're easy, they're cheerful. You're going to be indoors, so you don't need a fragrance to project a lot. It might be a fragrance that you can personally enjoy. Just for yourself, something that's might be smooth, comforting. It could be a lot of different things. But today I have 5 of them for you. 5 fragrances I believe that would be perfect rainy day fragrances. So, before I even get into it, guys, I wanted to have a couple honorable mentions. There's Tom Ford's Oud Mineral. It has a little bit of a concrete vibe, which does very well in a rainy situation, on a rainy day. And it has just kind of like an aggressive or kind of a vibrant kind of concrete kind of earthiness. Might smell a little bit like glass in a way. It's kind of has that seductive Tom Ford DNA. It's kind of mellow. In a way, to me, it's a brother to Silver Mountain Water. So that one's very good. Another one is Tom Ford's Anthracite, which has kind of like a Terre de Hermes feel, but has a lot of a concrete type of smell to it. So guys, that fragrance is very good, might be very good for you. Of course, things like Terre de Hermes would work well, and Narciso Rodriguez for him might be the best. But I don't have that fragrance, and it's really good. These fragrances, for the most part, are very affordable. Let's get into them, guys. Of course, there's Nautica Voyage. I won't talk too long about this one. I know I've mentioned it quite a lot on my channel already. Nautica Voyage is a beautiful aquatic that smells like sea salt, seaweed, melon, cucumber. It has a little bit of apple to it. So it's not all like a bright citrus like a Bulgari. It has sweetness and it's smooth. It almost seems a little bit floral, but it's really not. It's a very beautiful fragrance, guys. It smells very high quality for the money, and it can be easily found for about $20. So this fragrance, because it's kind of cheerful, it's kind of playful, has a little bit of sweetness. It's just an easygoing fragrance, guys. It's very beautiful. It'll kind of improve your mood. Another fragrance in that vein would be Gucci Pour Homme 2. It's slightly spicy, smells kind of like tea. It smells like lavender. You could probably find a good fragrance with a good amount of lavender. That could do the job for a rainy day as well. But I think this one is especially good, guys. So, hope you enjoy it. Hope you smell it. I certainly do think it smells quality for the money, guys. So, Nautica Voyage. Now, guys, this is one I certainly haven't mentioned on my channel yet. This is Tommy Bahama's Martinique. So, what is Martinique? Martinique is a very interesting fragrance, guys. It almost smells like a Bulgari fragrance, like Aqua Marine. The Marine by Bulgari is very salty. It has a lot more of the natural seaweed kind of smell. It smells very aquatic, very natural. This one is kind of like a brother to it. I think Martinique has a little bit more of a lavender feel to it. It's not as natural, but it's smoother. It kind of has a little bit of florals that help round it out. It has a tiny amount of sweetness that helps smooth the fragrance out. It's a beautiful fragrance, guys. And this one used to be hailed as kind of like a really good, gem, a hidden gem, because not a lot of people talked about it, or knew about it. And some people were able to find these at TJ Maxx's and Ross, discount places for as little as about $15 or so. So guys, if you're able to get this for about $20, this is a really good fragrance, just easygoing. If you're the type of gentleman who likes more classic fragrances and maybe wanted an aquatic that still had some green to it, but was a little bit more modern, maybe a little bit more approachable, this is a beautiful fragrance, guys. It comes off very well, actually projects very well for the first 30 minutes or so. So guys, the longevity is so-so, 6 hours or so, just like the Nautica Voyage, and the projection is actually fairly good overall. So guys, I would check this one out. That's Tommy Bahama's Martinique. Now guys, here we have one that I don't mention a lot of these kinds of fragrances, but I think this one would work, and fragrances that are similar to it. This is Calvin Klein's Eternity Now. So Eternity by Calvin Klein would certainly work for this kind of fragrance. These are the kind of fragrances that might be slightly aquatic, but maybe have a tiny bit of powderiness to them. These are the kinds of fragrances like Midnight in Paris. These are fragrances that they're very easy to wear, they're very smooth, they might be considered kind of romantic. This one definitely has a little bit of sweetness. It has a little bit of natural acidity that comes from something that smells kind of like pineapple, honestly. Nothing like Aventus though, but it does have that kind of smell. Very light in projection. Longevity certainly could be better. You get, 3 or 4 hours from it really. But when you're just wearing it out and about and you just want to smell something off of you, this isn't going to tire out your nose, so it's really easy to enjoy. It helps you feel, put together, helps you smell clean, and can really uplift your mood. Guys, this fragrance is light, playful, fresh. It's simply a very lovely fragrance. But again, I would only go for it, for skin scents, for when you want to be non-offensive. Mont Blanc Star Walker is very good at that. So guys, this is Eternity Now by Calvin Klein. Check it out. So guys, I want to thank you for being here with me and getting to the last two fragrances. Guys, this one might not be on your radar. You might not have heard of this one, but it's still affordable and it's still quite a good fragrance. This is Jo Malone's Lime, Basil, and Mandarin. Now, Jo Malone is a very interesting house because they have fragrances that usually focus on 3 notes, really 3 accords that you can really smell in the fragrance. Sometimes that's done with avant-garde perfume, meaning it's kind of not normal or not traditional, which has 2 like very strong notes that might overwhelm the rest of the composition. But Jo Malone fragrances still manage to usually be very light and well blended, even though they have kind of a very few accords. But there's beauty in this simplicity, guys. So lime, of course, kind of smells like lemon. Citrusy, uplifting. The basil gives it a little bit of a herbal nuance. Smells a little bit manly, has a little character. And the mandarin smells like oranges, but it's not a normal orange, like orange juice. It's kind of the peel that's it smells very natural and very smooth for an apple. It's not an apple orange. It's not tart. It's not particularly acidic. It's kind of similar to the orange that comes off of Terre d'Hermes Eau Trace Fresh. So I really enjoy that. And so you get something that smells, slightly citrusy, slightly herbal, slightly orangey. Smells fresh, easy to wear, calming. Kind of smells very natural, especially in the opening, guys. So this fragrance is very good for the money. I a lot of the times think Jo Malone's kind of try to go neck and neck with a Atelier. Ateliers, of course, are probably higher quality, but Jo Malone's are more affordable. So guys, if you want kind of natural smelling colognes for not a bad price, you could go for something like this, guys. Very calming, very soothing, but it has a little bit of kind of an interesting dynamic that kind of changes on you too. So very good for, you know, in the rain, you know, you're kind of taking it easy. I'd recommend it, guys. So guys, we got to the very end. This is a fragrance that used to get a lot of love, but doesn't get so much anymore. This is NYC's Bleecker Street. Honestly, I don't think this is discontinued, but of course you hear rumors from time to time when some of these can be hard to find. Bleecker Street used to get a lot of popularity about 2.5 years ago. It, you know, was getting some hype, kind of with good reason, guys. This stuff, for a man's fragrance, is very interesting and very playful. It kind of has of a natural kind of gentleman's DNA, but it's that kind of DNA in here smells very modern. It's probably one of the best interpretations of a vintage DNA that they were able to make modern. So guys, the lavender and the florals are very bright, very playful. It has a tiny bit of citrus to it, but what makes this particularly special is not only does it have like an interesting grassiness, which a lot of us guys tend to love, but it has a blueberry note. This blueberry note is able to make this fragrance playful and sweet, more mass appealing. It's able to pull off that a feel of something that women really love, but still find kind of masculine. Just like Jean Paul Gaultier's Ultramall, fragrances like that, Tom Ford's Plum Japonais. When a perfumer is able to use a fragrance note that smells a little bit feminine, and make it a masculine fragrance overall, I mean, that's a very talented perfumer, a very interesting fragrance, and usually fragrances that do very well for dates. Close encounters. So guys, this fragrance, some people have said it projects very well. I feel that this fragrance gives me average projection and slightly above average sillage, and the longevity is about 6 hours. So guys, this fragrance all in all is solid in the performance, and is smells, you know, this is a really good one from NYC. And you can find these at discount prices and still find them if you're willing to look at the right places. So guys, I hope you've seen a fragrance, heard a fragrance here that kind of piqued your interest. I hope if you're more interested in notes, that you'll look up other reviews, and that you can also go to Fragrantica. And of course I have my own little profile under Centaur as well. These fragrances are beautiful. They're smooth. They just have a charm that seems to work very well in a rainy situation when you're just indoors and just want to take it easy, guys. I hope you're enjoying some of those days. Right before fall, some places around the world have those days. So I hope this, you know, list was particularly good. I hope it helped you, you know, have some ideas of what you might want to wear in those situations, guys. Again, this is an interesting topic I don't know a lot of reviewers doing. So I thank you for being here with me. If you found this content, you know, good, if you liked it, please like, subscribe, hit the bell, and even share it for me. I'm still trying to grow this channel, see how far I can go. So this has been the Centaur channel, and get out there, guys. Enjoy those fragrances. Until next time, peace out.